Hello clients, acquaintances, and friends. Welcome back to Near Apogee Consulting. I'm your host today, Jo Beckwith. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about one of my favorite subjects, which is business process optimization. Now this has been a favorite subject of mine before I actually knew the term for it, so you may be familiar with this subject, but if you are in business or a business owner, this is something you're going to want to pay attention to. At its core, business process optimization is increasing the level of your efficiency business-wide and organization-wide. Are there unnecessary redundancies in your processes? How easy is it to change direction if change comes down the line? Are you working to improve communication within your business? What about workflows? How you actually accomplish tasks? Are they streamlined, or are there a number of rocks in the way of actually getting things done? I think one of the biggest foes of business process optimization, or BPO as some people call it, is the phrase, it's just how we've always done things. Kind of this traditionalist mindset of, it's always been done that way, we're just gonna keep doing that way, it worked before, it should work again, and unfortunately that isn't always the case. We have to be open to change to really optimize our processes. This is something we've recently helped clients take a better look at within their own organizations. One of my absolute favorite questions to ask our clients who are working to improve their business process optimization is, are your processes repeatable, teachable, and documented? I've spoken about documentation before, but I think it is one of the most important things to actually beginning to optimize your business. I know that I have personally been guilty of this before in previous jobs where I'm just doing my job, I'm getting stuff done, I feel like I'm doing a good job, and so I don't really stop and pause to write down what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how it's being done, where information is being stored, all of the details that are necessary. If I disappeared tomorrow, if I moved on to a new career opportunity, that it would be there for the next person to step in. And as a business owner, or if you are in charge of operations or some other department, you want to make sure that positions, that processes, that tasks, that everything that is possible to be documented is documented. I know, like I said, from personal experience, that it can kind of seem like a hassle at the time, but I promise you that in the long term, documenting your processes in the short term, documenting your processes as you're going through things will save you so much time, as opposed to getting to a place where you need that documentation, you don't have it, and you're gonna have to go back, which slows down optimization to a large extent. Another question that we like to ask is, how many applications on average do your employees use to complete their tasks? Now, this isn't a pass-fail kind of question. It's not like if you use more than 2 or 3, that's a bad thing. Every business, every organization is different in how it's structured and the tools and the applications that are needed to run it effectively. However, oftentimes licenses are sort of built on top of each other. We find one tool that fits, and then we end up finding another tool that fits, another void that this one didn't totally fill, and we end up stacking those on top of each other until our employees are using 15 different products to get their jobs done. And sometimes it actually does end up being 15 different logins people have to know. Part of taking a look at your process optimization is where your processes are really being completed, and if it's necessary that all of those steps are there. This can also be a great cost-saving measure, because oftentimes all those applications cost you money. And if you can eliminate 1 or 2 or 3 through a variety of different means, then that saves you money and also helps to optimize processes. In hearing myself speak, I realize that I have said the word optimized and processes way too many times in this video, but just bear with me. The next thing that we find is really important to examine is, do you have a system in place that tracks and analyzes the results of your tasks and your actions? I know that you already know this, but if you do not have any way to analyze what's working and what's not, if you don't have a way to take a look at metrics of where time and energy and money are being spent, that it's really hard to change direction. It's really hard to shift focus on what matters. It's hard to figure out what needs to be fixed. So having some kind of system in place to analyze exactly what's happening, to document, to look at it, and to have a place to review that is incredibly important when it comes to business process optimization. If you're curious to learn a little bit more about business process optimization, please check out the survey that we have listed in the link down below. It'll ask you 9 different questions about your business, and at the end of it, you'll have a chance to schedule a consultation with us to dive a little bit deeper into the details of your business. But if this information has been helpful to you, leave us a comment down below. We would love to hear from you. We'll definitely respond, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments section. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great rest of your day.